Good morning, everyone. I come from Brazil. It's a Florina talk about this. It's a great pleasure to be here. I would like to thank Andre, Florina, and the organization of the DefCamp. I loved this country, this beautiful city. This I discovered yesterday I have a part of my DNA is a Romanian. I discovered yesterday. Thank you. Well, my presentation. My name is Rogério Winter. I'm a lieutenant colonel in Brazil. I would like to present my Lucky 817 misleading implementation that compromise privacy information security. Uh, Excuse me. My agenda is a Spartan agenda. Is very fast. Lucky 817. What stands for Lucky 17? Question about team. Is the cryptography algorithm a problem? Loss and theft, Bitdefender issues, excuse me. TrueCrypt issues, other cryptography software, BitLocker software, and conclusions. My objectives or my goals show vulnerabilities in encryption software, to present some impacts on cybersecurity, to propose some mitigations actions. What is Lucky 817? It's a Bible citation. Was written a long time ago, but I think this concept is very up to date here, because for this there's nothing hiding that will not be disclosing, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Yeah. It's a name. When you think about surveillance, ask about my boundary of my research is, if you wonder if I wonder if a CEO or CIO company install his or her own crypto software inside your machine. I wonder who install or configure crypto software inside the machine. When I look in the information security, we look at only technical skills, only technical aspect. But on the cybersecurity, you arrange other concepts involved and protect information. We have people, process, and environment. In this point, we have observation in the vulnerability we discover in this software. Is the cryptography algorithm is a problem? I think it's not, because we have a clear mathematical foundation in this software, an algorithm. If you try to break out this software, you have a large consumption of computer time. This is a money when you think this. Then this is a virtually impossible or uneconomical. You break the cryptography algorithm. In this point, where is the problem? Let's remember that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If I have people in the process, an environment, and a technology, deployed technology, I have a problem. People, software, implementation, again, process and environment. Where is the problem? Algorithms are implementing software. Software is friendly user, because my CEO, my CIO, my manager don't have technical skills. Here, this is a manager. Think about the strategy, not technical skills. People are stolen or lose computers, because my manager travel between airport, bus station, and subway. This is a part of problem. In this slide, we can see the middle Petrobras. Petrobras is a big company in Brazil. About 2013, a computer inside the employees, the third part of Petrobras, stolen computers we, with, with secret states inside the computers. And this ex-president of Brazil declared this situation. Intel security appreciate a cost of loss and theft in computers or each devices $115,000. When we start our research, we look a market because I would like to know what is most important software, the disk encryption software. We found these statistics, BitLocker in the first, in the second and third, excuse me, TrueCrypt and Bitdefender. We start our research in these three software. The first, when you install Bitdefender inside your computer, you need to create a file, an encrypted file. In this encrypted file has two parts. A space of user to put your file, or a header when they store information about the user, password. Excuse me. And the first time think about this. Manager or CEO or a high level or a company, a C-level, install your computer or a software, encryption software? I think it's not, because think about the strategy. Probably technicians install the software and they create the first time the password. After this time, you give a computer, a CEO, and a CEO change the password, because this is a best practice in information security. And change again, once, twice, 3 times. Everyone agree with me. After 3 times, we have different headers in this case. But what happens in this situation? What we discover? If you cut a header, the file number 1, and mix a file number 3, you can open this file, after many change the password, and can open this file and access all information inside this file. It's a easy operation. In the hex editor, you can open this access. This is easy. Let me see. TrueCrypt. TrueCrypt, famous software, encryption software. But TrueCrypt was stopped its development in 2014. It's a strange situation, because if you look in the Wayback Machine, all files in the TrueCrypt was deleted. Well, Wayback Machine is a example, a backup of internet. But the same situation, a difference between a TrueCrypt file and the Bitdefender, a header, positional header, a position in the TrueCrypt in the beginning. But the same, you have a header and the space user file. Again, you change a password once, twice, three times, and you agree with the first time, and the third file is different, a header. But again, we can open this file, merge header number 1 and data number 3, and can access all files inside the file, inside the crypto file. Again, probably I can spend or lost my money. This project, after TrueCrypto stopped its development, this project is started as a fork, a discontinued TrueCrypto project. But this software has same vulnerability in the TrueCrypt and the Bitdefender. After TrueCrypt stopped developing, developer or authors of the software indicate a BitLocker as a substitute of TrueCrypt. When you configure your BitLocker, you need to mandatory to creation a partition inside the computer. The first, you create again a password, but you have a space on 100 characters, include all characters in the ASCII table. Is a huge number of combinations. And the second, system define one recovery key, 48 digits, numerical digits. You start in 0 to 9. If you don't print out or save your recovery key on memory stick, it's impossible to conclude a partition. 100 to 95th power is huge when compare a numeric recovery key. I think the final weakness of BitLocker lies in their implementation, because your strength security is a recovery key. If you remember LMR hash, again, a final weakness of LMR hash lies in their implementation. In this point, I have some advices. Use TrueCrypt, Bitdefender, ShifterShared, VeraCrypt, TCNext. Go script carefully. Do it yourself password when you create the container. The BitLocker strength of a password is limited to 48 numerical characters in this case. My presentation, and the final and sum up to my talk, we need to modify our perspective, because when they look in the cybersecurity, you have a technology. We consider technology, process, environment, and people inside the problem. Software implementing securely, because people involved in software, implement and deploy software. Open, free, or paid software have similar problems. Information security cannot be based solely on advertising. and we need to improve our test software, because when in Brazil we test a software, we have uh, a great surprise in this case. And the final, I would like to invite you to assist my next presentation, apocalypse technique, because we test antivirus on 150 antivirus, and we discover a same vulnerability in all. Please watch my presentation, my contacts. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. We have here a question.
Yes, I have a question with your TrueCrypt part of presentation, because I know for a fact that when you change a header in the TrueCrypt container, you still can't access to data.
Yeah.
You showed that we actually can do this like in BitLocker.
Yeah. Let me see if you understand. And the first time when you create the password, this is a master password.
Yes.
You can open all container after this time. You change your password, you open the second container, you change again a master password, open all.
But still, this is not a good definition of TrueCrypt container, because TrueCrypt container file.
Oh, excuse me. Container is a file.
Yes.
Is a file encryption. A file encryption. It create a same partition in your computer, but it's different than BitLocker, because BitLocker use a partition, all partition inside the computer. BitLocker is a file, is an encryption file.
Okay, but I still don't get it, because you showed us that by changing the header in TrueCrypt container, TrueCrypt file, encrypted file that can contain other files, we can access to this information, and this is not true.
This is not true?
This is not true.
Yes, true.
If the password is different, or the hash, because you can choose one from, if I remember correctly, 3 hashing methods.
No open. Same if you need to cut to your header and merge on the file. This is a header number 1. You cut, you merge a file.
Okay, but by header we understand a hash. Yes?
No hash.
Yes, but it also contain it. You have to, this is a very good implementation of cryptography. You can't.
This problem is not cryptography. It's implementation software.
So your example was about accessing a full disk encryption, full operating system, and the case when you have a container where the password is the same. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't tell this before.
Yeah.
You were talking only about the containers, and after your example, this looks like that you, after changing a header, you can access to the data, and this is not true.
Okay.
So I wanted to clarify that.
And understand exactly. You have other containers. The problem is you take the first password and merge you cut a header number 3 or the file. you cut,
L-
you
Let's
merge.
talk about the headers as passwords, unique passwords. When you have a container encrypted with password A and container encrypted with password B, and I would like to operate in these terms. Please continue.
Yeah, in the header, editor header, you substitute a header on the file. It's not problem. You can open a container has other information inside this.
You can't access it.
No?
No.
Yeah. I can
Okay,
explain it after.
we can talk about this later.
Okay.
Yes? Yep.
I just want if I'm using TrueCrypt before and then they stop producing TrueCrypt and then they stop enhancing it because of some vulnerabilities, right? Is it still okay for me to use the old TrueCrypt to encrypt my files? I mean, I'm saying that they stop enhancing, they stop patching TrueCrypt, right? Because and they even remove the software, right? So for me, because I'm using TrueCrypt before, is it recommended that I stop using TrueCrypt or I can still use it?
I use TrueCrypt.
Yeah. So it is still safe. to
But
use TrueCrypt.
I create my password.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is after I can talk about this situation in cybercrime in Brazil. I can.
So I still
talk.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still using
I
it.
use.
Yeah, I'm still using it too. Sorry, good.
Okay, I will answer this question. You can't use TrueCrypt in your operating systems anymore because of compatibility issues. It is not compatible with the newest Windows, and well, you will need to use clones in the future. You can't have full disk encryption with new Windows using old TrueCrypt.
I don't use
What?
this encryption. I just use file container.
Yeah.
I think we can talk more on the subject in a coffee break. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.